All right, what's up, everybody? Sorry for the late start today. Let's get going. Jim Cramer calls bull market. Looking for my short entries. Let's get ready to go. Label my DDs today, 41.17. So it looks like we get some possible short setups today. A little fade off of last night, probably. We'll see. Market's rational, so nothing crazy. What do y'all think? Got a monthly map for SPY and did some monthly maps yesterday. We talked about it. A little additional volatility coming up next week in the CPI data. A little less hawkish on the FOMC. But I think Wall Street's already starting to price in that understanding and might be a slow roll into the summer. Market's getting ready to get open here. So volatility next week, not so much volatility the week after. So we're going to stabilize after we go through the CPI and PPI numbers next week. Let's get that full open here and see what we got. Let's see in the overnight session, we're going to take a look and make sure that we have everything on this triple B here, which is our VIX number. It's 2130. We did kind of collapse below that, which is good. So we might get a little bit of upside retracement, I would say, on the VIX, which means a little pullback action on the S&P itself. Let's do a refresh here. Get some numbers coming through on the S&P. How are y'all doing today? Get some love in chat. Click that like button if you can. Bear long up in the S&P. Go ahead and take a look at where that is on the liquidity map. Let's get our liquidity maps up front and center. So scanning on a bear long up, right? You have this kind of hedge pressure bounce to support up to bear zone. So let's take a look at what so it's 413 to there. Possible upside move. Let's see what resilience is doing. As long as resilience is positive, there's a possible play there. We never did go irrationally overnight, so there's a long from here to that middle area just to kind of stay in that range, but that's it. I might actually short that bear zone. But res is negative, so res is a leading indicator. I think I do want to take the short setup today. So res being a leading indicator with no irrationality, as everybody understand. The S&P does have a standing yellow line that we did reject on the open. So I think I'm going to start taking the bear stance today. Talk about those in a little bit. Those are extra pivots that we have. 41.71 is that level. And I think I'd say that I'm going to estimate that we are, it's about right here. So I'm going to just give a little estimate. So down, it's going to go up a little bit and turn around and come down today. That's my call. Relative, or it's about right there. How much your risk per contract? My broker charges $1,000, or I don't know what the exact margin requirement is. I need to go look it up. It changes. It's $1,000-ish bucks per contract. The broker charges 50, but I treat it like it's 1,000. So I'll tell you the equation that I use. Just a little bit. I'm still kind of like icky, sick this morning. I love you guys. We're going to click that. Click that if it's your first time here. Like button on the way in. Let's go ahead. I think I do want to build it. What's it? 41.13, 41.12. So about a point. I could lose about 10 on this. Yeah. We're going to put a little bit to it. I'm going to bet on hedge pressure break. Resilience predicts hedge pressure break. Let's go. Mode 2, resistance right out the door. Let's go. We look at SPY. Resilience predicts hedge pressure break. We talked about yesterday. Resilience is negative. Well, it could predict hedge pressure break. We don't know. It could. Unless hold on. Sorry. Don't let me misquote myself. No, I'm wrong. This is outside of that. I need to expand a little bit. So if this was inside of here, resilience could predict hedge pressure. Well, shit, I shouldn't have done that then. But that's okay. Resilience is really heavy, which means this is resistance in mode 2. So we're stuck inside of here in a rational 413. Now, one thing I don't ever do is chase irrational shorts, and looks like I'm actually set up for that. Little bad read this morning. I'm still a little sick, but that's okay. I'm willing to take it. With NASDAQ pulling back and NASDAQ resilience less than 0 as well. We're in mode 2 resilience, which means outside of the band, this is resistance and we could likely fall. So we're trapped inside of here on Qs and trapped on the other side in the S&P. My downside target as Qs are running towards their lower irrational bands. I'm just going to take a little guess here and put them side by side. I'm a little ill prepared this morning. Got a late start. Let me grab those data points here. All right. So Qs are going to be, and let me get those numbers. It's going to be 311.8. I did get in pretty early and pretty heavy, but it's not going to go up too much higher if I'm wrong. I should trim this so I can cost it, but I'll probably go to 15 if I go up higher. On the first drop, I'll probably trim unless it breaks hedge, and I'm gonna stay in. 306.55. So this is gonna be an irrational day if we do break hedge. I thought with the negative resilience. Wait, hold on. Did we just go positive? No, we're negative. Okay, cool. Things are still good. Take it situated here. I think we're all right. So, okay, let's go look at this. So NASDAQ with the mean running long up, it is also random from the middle as well. Resilience is going to try to rescue and save itself, so that's what I'm looking to see. But again, being positive means Qs are going to try to likely push to there. Hold on one second. That's gonna get my second in with res just dying on the S&P. I think this is gonna be a very good retracement day. To pull back, at least get half of yesterday. Let's do a quickie red line. I'll give you some of those numbers. Yesterday's S&P move. I mean, retracement down to the bottom. Right at half gap, I'll put 1.5. I'll put 1.5 in my position. I had a bad read, that's why I shorted. I thought thought hedge pressure was inside of the box, so that's my bad. So I'm deciding if I'm just gonna hang on to that. Resilience is getting a little worse, so really good setup. I can't save this. I don't save as default. Nobody likes colors on their charts. They literally make this a rainbow. It got in a little heavy, a little early. It's not gonna be like Friday though. It's not an irrational market, so I'll know pretty quick if I'm gonna just cut and run. How do I get rid of these colors on here? Use one line color, that'll work. That's it. Okay, just whatever. I just want to get a little. I'll have to work on that. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to go in there and try to find this quick red line really quick. I'm doing this on my side chart. There's that S&P just popped positive. So yeah, I'm probably about to get. That's probably a bad mistake at the open. Sheet, bad read. All right. What's up, guys? Good morning. We'll see how we go. Let's see how well we do this. That's what I want to do. And there's that resilience is positive, so we're inside the band. There's my second resist that I wanted to try, but with res is positive, I might get screwed to that middle point. So now it's like I get to look at this one going forward. Question is, do I want to take that bet? The evidence I have, right, this is the same thing as before. DD is 0.7, so that's likely favorable. Bear zone is resistance to short against. I might add to the scalp to pull back down the test hedge, just to say that resilience is leading indicator because they're rational. So inside of here, this is likely to be support. Bear zone's likely to be resistance. So it's very, very possible that we do push up a little higher before lower. I'm going to do some little scalping in here to try to build a position better there without over leveraging. It's my next little trick I'm going to do. The secret sauce of Rocket Scooter uses equity options to calculate liquidity maps. We don't use futures options. That's how it works. So I look at SPY because that is the equity options that we look at for the S&P. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of mirror where this area is. Just drawing a line. Not freaking out yet. Like down there. Okay. So if a yellow line resistance, that is my resistance I'm going for. So that's the greater pivot that's coming through soon. So this is an old school Rocket Scooter thing. So the yellow line was my resistance. This is part of my justification for the bigger short. If it's either coming down from here or it's going to squeeze me out. So when we do the priority ranking, these yellow lines really outrank resilience. So this is my like max position size. And so while this is one of those things that we did push through on the catalyst, right? This is one of those particular resistances. Relatively speaking, in futures, we've got about, if I were to get squeezed one more bump, we've got about 7 more points to go. So about right here at the liquidity pocket, relative speaking. So I'm going to adjust this to the adjusted SPY, about 414.7. So there's a yellow line. There's the old, a manual technique that we teach at Rocket Scooter. I do want to, it's at the liquidity pocket. So I want to be out on the bull side. So 415 is it. I did get in a little early, and my thought was because resilience was negative and hedge pressure was here, and I go, oh great, let me jump in. That was a mistake on my part, because when I had it like that, it just was wake up 30 minutes early every day when I trade. That's my thing. I think it'll be cool for a little bit. Let's take a look. Let's run the scanner, see what we have. Let's see what any of the bull setups are looking like today. Let me monitor QQQ really quick. Yeah, so I am kind of on the wrong side of the trade right now. This is not looking so hot. But that yellow line resistance, that last little place, it's kind of playing around. Okay. Let's look at proper QQQ play. Well, at the start, I'm going to take a look. QQQ, and I'm going to watch these really quick. Sorry, I'm in the middle of doing a couple of things. The proper QQQ play at the door was a mean reverting long up. Is the market's random from here? That's it. That's a proper QQQ play. So this is the final pop up. Is that I'm going to possible move the S&P liquidity pocket and QQQ there. So that's kind of where I'm at. Is it the same as yesterday? So there's a possible run up here in Qs, and that's about it. So with res greater than 0, I'm going to get squeezed a little harder, and so I have my limitations here. This is where we're going right here. No, I feel like such an idiot for making a mistake. I actually woke up and read the wrong thing, and then once I got my stuff together, normally I'm here about 30 minutes early, and I have everything together. And I know I started my stream about 4 minutes for market open. So with the positive resilience, we're here and switching to a bull long up. There is no irrational market just yet. We do have yellow lines right here, which I again am betting on the resistance. Everything to me looks bearish on the long haul, not for any real reason, but I'm shorting its yellow lines because that's a higher priority than liquidity maps. And if there's a reversal there, there's a reversal there. This is it though. If it turns here, then it turns back and retraces, and we get a little bit of a lower low. I'm gonna have to zoom out and bet on my greater fundamental sentiment that I think. I did get in a little early on this. So now that we're resilience is positive, I am getting squeezed. So I can tell that. So I can immediately say, since about 1 minute into my trade, I did announce, okay, I'm upside down. So I know, right? So now I know what is my risk I'm gonna have. Well, upside down. And so this is my resistance right here. There's a liquidity pocket. It's random. So I'm gonna get a little fluff in here, and I know I'm gonna get some play. I'm gonna get a chance to play with my position. So I still do believe that I'm in upper resistance here. I just, man, I thought we broke through hedge pressure and I jumped in on it. And we did, but I thought it was inside the box. And I was like, oh, nice. That's like that video I just did. But if this was inside the box, then resilience would have broken hedge pressure, which is creating the path. The play I made required it to be like that. So that's how you know the mistake I made. I literally did not zoom in and see that. So that's one of the neat things about doing this is I knew why I was wrong and I knew what I did wrong. So that's cool. But I'm probably going to get lucky. My resistance is from here to trade lower. So we'll see if I get anything like that. I think I'll turn out okay. Now with resilience positive, right, we're still staying on this side of the box, so I'm going to watch this and see if I get the signal I want. Round 2 of the stocks. Are people going to sell the stocks I'm here or not? Let's see. Keep an eye out on NASDAQ and all the other things, so this is probably what I want to do. And as a matter of fact, if this does retrace and sell off, I'm looking to get some of these red line plays. So the R&R is not so bad. From here to here, it's about another point upside down, but 412 at least. It's about a 40-point dip. And we got those bottom DD bands here. Now the positive one in the DD signals, right? These tell me that we prefer the upper band before the lower band, but it also requires us to break through liquidity pocket. So if I were to take a bet, right, I could get squeezed really hard if it passes through this support and this support. When the market is random and it starts pushing the bull zone, I'm going to get a little nervous because the squeeze is really big. I'm not going to squeeze up to there. I might not flip-flop either. I'm going to take my loss and be okay with it. But if we are back below this yellow, I'm back in this short. This is a bigger, newer thing. Rocket Scooter, sorry, it's an older thing. And Rocket Scooter doesn't have this automated in there, but these are techniques that we teach as part of our pivoting techniques. So the upside target ends at a yellow line or ends at a liquidity pocket. So let's draw the window of opportunity really quick just to show you what I'm looking for. And I'm actually, right now, as people are messaging me, is that, oh, you're betting on an irrational move today. Yes, I am. So that opening resilience was there. And now it's telling me the market stabilized very quick. So there is no real irrationality on this. Okay. If we break through, here is random, right? I'm just going to block that out. This is down here is also irrational. So that's the window today, right? Anything outside of that window, the market's irrational and random and getting squeezed. Yeah, sorry, I'm just extremely sick and woke up late and I made a stupid trade and now I'm losing money, so it happens. I gotta tweet the stream. Let's get people in here. People love to watch you lose. I hate having a cold. Having a cold sucks. I think everything's all right. Yellow lines are no joke, you guys. It's a big, big, big resistance. Now, again, I'm betting on that yellow line resistance. I'll tell you what that is in a little bit. I'm trying to get the tweet out. I know I'm being a little quiet right now. I'm doing all the stuff I'm trying to do. And I'm not going to puss out on this one. I'm going to take it all the way down. Is this, what day is this of the streak? I'm even lost count, dude. I'm so discombobulated this morning. I hate having colds. Is this day 10? What's the title of the stream? Is it day 9 still? Oh, 10. Ooh, all right. Alexa, I love you, man. Or Alexa, wait, man or lady? Man is a thing we say when we talk about anybody. Alexa, but that is also a male or female name. Alex, yeah. I figured. I knew an Alexa. Are you from like, I guess I would say like Russia or Ukraine? I had a Ukrainian buddy named Alexa from school. Serbia. Oh, cool, man. Awesome, bro. Yeah. In the United States, there's a Alexa. It's not at all like Alec. Like that's like an Alex or Alec. And so in the United States, there's a Alexa, and Alex is a male name, and Alexa is, everybody knows Alexa. Wait, isn't that like the Amazon thing? I feel like my Alexa right now is trying to talk to me. That's cool. Serbia. Do you live in Serbia, or are you from? Are you just from there? By the way, so how you liking the new stuff? Those of you that just joined, how are y'all liking your Rocket Series experience? I know we're just getting started. Went through our big merger, a new crew in here, larger group is really nice to see, and a lot of new faces. So like week 1, folks, how are y'all enjoying it? Yeah, so like I got res still positive, so this is like the universe is giving me a little bit of a bone, right? I should probably close a little bit of this out. But like I said, today I'm just go balls to the wall. Everything tells me I should take profit right here, and because I got a little lucky, right? Resilience is positive. Things are good. We should stay up here. Let's double check QQQ. Like I said, right? I doubled in. I got what I'm doing. QQQ is bouncing on hedge pressure. We are random from here, so let's just trim just a little bit. Just a little bit, right? Take a little bit of profit. Just in case I get squeezed a second time and not lost. So I did get that the bone I wanted, but resilience is still positive. But here we go, right? The window of opportunity has closed. We're in a random market, so no more scalping inside of here. While random market doesn't mean that this lags the market, it just means there's gonna be random behavior from here. So people are gonna step in and do random stuff. I managed to claw out a little bit, realized the loss of 127, that's okay. So that's very manageable. Like I said, my opening move was that yellow line resistance. It ranks really high on the list. It's higher than liquidity maps, higher than resilience. And these are liquidity pivots or things that we calculate, and we teach you how to do it. Rocket Security is pretty cool. And I marked it on my chart. So again, let's take a look at some bear setups on the scanner. If you haven't used this, one of the neat things is that you can scan for bear setups or bull setups. If you want to find things that are breaking through hedge pressure or falling through hedge pressure, we can find some really nice heavy things that are sitting right on the edge. Now QQQ and Nasdaq resilience are positive. This is not really great for the short trade, right? I'm not excited about it. So I am betting on the random market turning rational. QQQ hedge break. There we go. Let's go. That's what I wanted to see. Let's go. Let's just add a little bit more to our position. I'm going to stay with it, and we're going to write it down. We're going to hit lower DD band on Qs right here. That's going to happen before lower DD band on SPY. Man, just turn a loss to a win. There we go. Like button for this free knowledge bombs, you guys. We break through hedge pressure on the S&P. We got some downside to here. Let's go Apple. Let's take a look at it. Oops. Well, let's not. Oh, I know what I did. Hold on. Let me try that all over again. I clicked the back button here. Let me open up Rock Scooter again. There we go. All right. My lower target is there. So now my R&R is about a point and a half to the downside, 15 points on the run. It's about 41.40 at the low. It'll be about $1,000 play if I get the win right there, you know, to offset a $100 loss, about 900 on the win side. Again, mine is a stronger pop sell-off from yellow. Now remember, you hit that middle area. Anytime you hit the middle of a liquidity pocket mark, it's random from there. So there, you're no longer looking for directional type plays, right? I got like 1 hour of sleep I slept like last night, you guys. So if I'm a little tired, I'm a little tired. All right. So from here, the market is 100% random, right? We already hit those random targets. So when the markets are random, the rule is, and everybody knows here, right? What is the rule? You zoom out and look at your greater fundamentals, right? And so if it's anything that plays is more of a fundamental short or fundamental long. Alrighty. So once you hit liquidity pocket markets, are random from here. So from here, again, the random side is that resistance. There is no evidence market's going to sell off yet, but I am betting on resilience starting to push its way lower. Now we did have a hedge pressure break on the NASDAQ, so that is hinting at irrationality, which means now anytime you have any kind of irrationality, it doesn't matter if you snap in or snap out, because QQQ did break through hedge pressure and is trying to break through hedge pressure right here. That resilience is not assumed to lead anymore. Do we understand? Resilience is not assumed to lead anymore. We are now irrational in the irrational market. So I'm going to add to my SPY right here on hedge pressure, and that's it. And I'm going to get that short again a second time. I'm about to pop in a little bit heavier of a position. So remember, market is random now. Market's irrational now. And even if you're irrational and you pop back in, resilience is no longer assumed to lead. Remember, it's not assumed to lead the market. So right now, I'm going to assume that the index could possibly lead the market and get the trade that I want. Remember, I said I'm going to add right against hedge pressure on that resist. So I'm trading SPY or S&P while looking at Qs. That's the trick I'm doing. Couple more. On that edge. Okay. There's the pivot. Okay. So now I'm going to scalp inside of here, add to a position, build a position, and that's my trade for today. Okay. I'm going to go in kind of right on the edge, like pretty close to where I am. So we have this irrational setup here, and we got a pretty decent fall. Now it's a real, pretend I didn't make any trades today. Now I'm going to trade R to R. I've got 1 point up on the SPY. I'm going to lose 10 points, or I'm going to gain. Let's look at SPY. So I'm looking at QQQ. Let me pop on a second instance of this. So let's keep them both on the chart. Just trading futures, right? So this is me showing this. We'll have a second trade right here, or a second chart right here. So just I can monitor futures, and let's double check UVXY just to see if we have anything. Yeah, we're still kind of flat in the center. There's nothing to noteworthy there. So this is my trade. Okay, so this is what I wanted to see, this random market here. And then we're going to trade off down through there. Remember, resilience is no longer leading, so that's where I am. All right, how you guys doing today, by the way? Do anything crazy, anything cool? There's that. Okay, so this is it. This is that pivot I want, so I think I'm okay. The R&R on this trade is basically, I'm going to use one strike distance off of 308. So my stop on the S&P, it looks like the first thing that would happen is that we hit that 1 point on NASDAQ right there. So basically I've got 1 point loss on SPY. From here, another point down to about 3 points up. It's almost like a 3-to-1 trade from here, and I'm in pretty heavy. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it. But QQQ is going to hit its DD bands first, so that's the first win, and we're breaking hedge pressure second time irrational. Well, that was a pretty good bet. Just too hot, too early. I am going to win this trade. This is good. Remember, you throw resilience out when you're irrational, and that DD band is not something that I use to predict that we're going to go to the upside. Irrational markets tend to take over. And so if this hedge pressure stays bad, and then if resilience is not assumed to lead, and then it pops and comes down before the second time, I'm going to hold in for the market to pull back. Am I sharing P&L? Absolutely. Like, I share my P&L every single, like, of the entire challenge. You can follow on Twitter. You can join the Discord. Real P&L. I've started a live streaming trading challenge, 10K to 100K live for everybody's very eyes. Count balance on the screen, count number on the screen. I've done this challenge before. Some guy tweeted my last challenge results with the win rate and the history of the whole challenge and whatever. But this one, this is day 10 of the streak. I haven't lost a single day yet. Every trade has been made live on camera. So you're welcome to take a look at it. And there you go. This is the P&L on the top of the screen. Account number from Ninja Trader Trade Rate, prove it's real. P&L, current position, all the trades, all the entries, exits, and the DOM. So what I'm going to let you know, those of you that are here, so I like your channel, by the way. You're actually watching the only live streaming YouTube trader that will show all of those points of transparency with historic broker statement on planet Earth. I'm the only one, the only one. So I'd love for you to, if you want to talk or feature us or show us on your channel, it'd be kind of cool. I'd love to share with you guys because I'm trying to inspire trader transparency to everybody else. And so I'm glad that you're here because I told you when I told you last time, I was like, I'd love for you to come check it out when we start the challenge. This is day 10 of the challenge. So 2 weeks of trading, we're up 20%, 80% win rate. Every futures trade was captured live and I haven't lost a day yet. And everyone is here to see it. So I want you to stay every day and watch. I'd love to have you. If you go to our Discord, everybody really quick. Go right here. You guys can monitor the P&L, the account history. Not only is it posted every single day in that Discord, but it's also tweeted every single day. Resilience is not invalid. It's just not assumed to be rational. So the rationalization is that resilience is used as a leading indicator if the market's rational, because stocks will trade before the index almost all the time. When irrational market happens, you don't assume resilience leads the market. You assume resilience doesn't lead the market. So resilience isn't being used for me to say, ooh, resilience is positive. We got to trade up. What I'm saying is the short that I want or the trade that I want against the bear zone is telling me that resilience may be lagging the market. Possible, and I'm betting that it is, and I want to see resilience nosedive. If resilience nosedive, I'm gonna go take a 10-minute break, walk around the block, and come back to a couple $1,000 in my account. Well, that's what I want to see if I'm right. Make sense? Can you guys not see on my screen up here? My positions are here on the side. So ES is going to be the S&P, and NQ would be NASDAQ. The play was the half gaps. Yeah, that was correctly the play. So when we started breaking through hedge pressure, I got a little excited because I thought hedge pressure was inside here and I didn't zoom in. So 5 minutes in, or 5 seconds into my trade, I'm literally like, oh crap, I made a mistake. I read this wrong. And that happens sometimes. because I thought this was inside of here with a negative resilience. And I go, ooh, resilience is going to break hedge pressure and we're crashing today. What a great idea. But because this is outside the band, this is literally yesterday's lesson, which is great to have an example of that. And so me staring at it wrong or getting the wrong signal, like reading it wrong, I thought this blue line was inside of here, because when I refreshed it, it was literally sitting like right on the edge. And I was half awake. I usually come here 30 minutes early to prep. At minimum, sometimes an hour early. And so today I literally slept until 5 minutes for market. That was my mistake. Am I smacking? Bro, I'm so sorry. I read this thing that says people that are hyper intelligent have this disgust towards people smacking their food. It's like they were like, if you have like 150, 160 IQ, 180 IQ, whatever, like hyper intelligent people are extremely annoyed by smacking. And that's a weird fact. So all you smarty pants get to hear me chomp on a Jimmy Dean sandwich. I'm sorry about that. I'll mute the mic. I got some chick over here eating frosted mini wheats. I can hear it. I can hear myself. Yeah, so real P&L, just to tell you, 10K to 100K, how long will it take me to get there? About 2 months from the 10K start. Hope it applies to you. Todd Crow is like, man, you just gave me like 80 extra IQ points. I finally broke 100. Yes. I'm just kidding. That's what my girl eats. You don't hate on frosted mini wheats, bro. Let me tell you something. Frosted mini wheats are a gift if you know what they're good for. They're not really like, when you eat them, it's like eating sugar-covered sandpaper. I know, but listen, when I was in college, right, I went to engineering school. I like this MHP being low. So when I was in college, right, engineering school was like nighttime classes. You'd work in the day and you'd go to school at night. I would eat cereal and leave it in my car because I was a poor kid, right? And I worked 3 jobs in college. One of them, I was a manager at a Domino's Pizza when I was a kid. Another job is I was a teacher at University of Houston, and I taught 2 different engineering classes as an undergrad. It was a scholarship program, but you would teach a class, a supplemental class. It's like a TA for undergrads. It was a cool program called Promise. And so I taught fluids and I taught material science. And I also worked for the head of the department. So he was doing a research project on it was catalysis, which is my specialty. We were part of the global team in the early 2000s that were designing the diesel engine catalytic converter, actually. So we were one of the many teams working on that greater project for the Clean Air Act in 2007. So, and also deliver pizza. So all of my jobs were like always like I would have basically endless amounts of pizza to eat, but I always get hungry in my car because basically, the money I'd make help my mom pay bills, help, pay for tuition and stuff. So, I didn't have much money left over, and also really like playing pool. So, and I was not that great at it. So there went the rest of my money at the pool hall. But I needed food, right? Something to snack on in my car. And I used to love cereal because I would have the Honda Civic I drove in college had a little space like right between the door and the seat. And I just shove a box of cereal and like press it down. And as I'm driving, because I commuted to school, it was about a 25, 30 minute drive every day. So I drive. And then of course, like when I got older, I started getting internships. So I'd have like an internship like down in the ship channel, which is, where all the plants are, to my school was like a 40-minute drive sometimes because of traffic. So like I basically, because my classes, I'd work and then at 5 p.m. would be my classes. So I'm commuting with the people getting off of work to go to school. So, there's traffic and all that stuff, and I needed food, and I needed food in my car, and I needed cheap food. So cereal was it. And I would shove a box of cereal between the door and the seat I was sitting in. And despite the picture on Twitter with the cool sunglasses, you might be able to know I'm about to turn 42 years old. And that's not an old picture either. Speaking about, side note there, that's a picture from last year at the Bitcoin conference. And if you are like, who's, the blue sunglasses photo? In that picture is me, Blonde Broker, Stock Market News, and Wolf Financial. All 4 of us are saying, you can see all of them in that picture. Only their shoulders, though. So that's me from last year. So I happen to still maintain somewhat. Don't laugh. I have Botox. I know. Well, I got discovered on Botox this year. I'm going to talk about 3 different side stories. Only we're trading out. But back to the cereal story, and I'll talk about the other 2. So like cereal, right? And one of my favorite cereals is Lucky Charms. I love it. Like, I mean, you just can't go wrong with anything with marshmallows. And I know I'm like such a kid about it, but like the one thing you don't want is just like sticky, sugary hands while you're driving a car. And it just is a whole nasty nightmare. I mean, you get like those days where it's like 275 degrees outside in Houston, and you go get in your car and it's just like you're literally sweating. You touch the steering wheel, you have to get like a towel and put over your steering wheel just to drive. It's that hot. So obviously, like, you know, it's a disaster to try to eat any cereal with marshmallows in it. So the one cereal that held its structure and gave me my marshmallow fix, but I could still eat, was Frosted Mini Wheats. It was like an engineered, brilliant thing that while it is a literal brick of crunchy sandpaper with the sugar on it, it was almost like having Lucky Charms that didn't come out of the box as one giant brick as they're all stuck together. So, long Domino's thin crust, dude. I'm gonna tell you, when I worked, it was Frosted Meats was like, it was kind of like having Lucky Charms without having to eat marshmallows. And it's kind of tasted the same. And I don't know what happens over the years. I feel like, you know, cereals put like less frosting on them, and Pop-Tarts put less frosting on them. You notice that? I swear, like Pop-Tarts used to be covered from like end to end with frosting. You had like a little tiny edge where you wouldn't hold. And right now it's like somebody just holds like a drop of frosting in their hand and they just blow on it, and it will spurt of frosting. And so that the Frosted Mini Wheats aren't as frosted as they used to be. They're lightly dusted Mini Wheats, I feel like. Yeah, well, you're supposed to eat them upside down. It's like sushi, right? But sushi is the fish on the top and the rice on the bottom. You're supposed to put the fish part on your tongue. With Frosted Mini Wheat, you must eat it frosting side down, or you're doing it wrong. Frosting side down is an immediate burst of joy that covers up the horrible part of the nugget. Literally the horrible part of the nugget. It was a utility cereal, man. Utility cereal. It wasn't by choice. It wasn't my choice. John. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is great. So, trade is doing all right there. All right. Monthly hedge pressure break on Qs. I'm betting on a hedge pressure break on SPY. So basically, we hit a random spot. Market's random from here. I was going to short against the bear side and the yellow line. Those are my two trades from here. I made a mistake getting in too early because I thought with the negative resilience broke hedge pressure. But hedge pressure was outside of the band. So while that was an appropriate trade to make, I thought with this being inside the band, it was going to be stronger and force itself to break harder. Being outside the band, it did try to break and it recovered. So this was just a mistake on my part. I didn't zoom in enough to see that, and I got really hasty, a little tired. So the next step, the literal next step from here, is that once we go to liquidity pocket, which we did on QQQ, it's random. So I'm taking the random irrational bet that yellow lines are my resistances, right? And that's where we're going. Like a greater fade out trade to go at least down in an irrational market to collapse on some of yesterday's like oversight on Fed, because I believe the FOMC is already priced in. The Fed funds futures are 95% chance for a 25 bips rate hike. If you Fed funds futures is a QZ, I believe. And so it's pretty certain that we're going to get that dovishness. And of course, you know, as Powell is talking about the de-inflation, that is exactly what we're seeing. And we've been calling that for months. We've been appropriately calling how inflation was going to play out. The market's going to be okay. The reason why we'd have de-inflation is because people are losing their jobs and wages are stabilizing, and that's normal. So taking a fundamental thesis is the market needs to sell off, and the commitment of traders also shows the market needs to sell off as well. If there's no more buyers, we exhaust the buyers, and that's it. That's it. Came from the market, stay for the cereal. You guys are awesome. But here we go. I'm betting on hedge pressure break. Let's take a look at Apple. Somebody said we were looking at some of these other wood. Sorry for smacking again. Okay, so we have some downside targets. Apple likely to fall to hedge pressure. So we have some potential downsides here. Amazon, somebody said, was breaking monthly today. So let's actually search for monthly hedge pressure breaks. I'm going to watch this list. Hedge pressure breakdown, remove liquidity map. 24. This is how many of them that are doing that. Let's get a monthly hedge pressure breakdown. 52. That's a bigger problem for these monthly hedges. So if this number starts, this is like 50 stocks have broken through hedge pressure today. And let's look and see if we have any like heavy hitters or anything. We have a let me remove some of these parameters to clean it up a little bit. I want to see volume. Not scalping, I'll remove the hedge distances, so let's leave that at that. Uber, BBBY, oh, that's interesting to see. XOP. That's the oil production exploration sector ETF, so I wonder what's going on there. Just keep an eye out, they don't get squeezed. SPY has one more burp up. They can get me if it does do that. Remember, irrational market. I want to see resilience start to weaken. It's going to take a little bit of time for that to happen. I'm just looking to retrace a little bit yesterday's move. And that's it. Can't do those snorts. I'm out. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I got a cold. Don't go anywhere. I'll snort with my mic muted. I have a terrible cold. If you don't mind, grab me a tissue, please. Thanks. To monitoring the COT. As soon as buyers start to exhaust, this particular setup typically has buyer squeeze to bring liquidity to the short. So it's building pressure. People are longing. People are shorting. And when you have the dealers, which is the red line, you have this kind of V-shaped push, like this V-shaped push, you create volatility. And so as VIX itself is starting to build a little bit over the last couple of days, you can see volatility brewing. And now, of course, SPY monthly maps, we can take a look at that in a little bit. Yeah, I just want to see this is the greater resistance short here. All right. Okay. Just gonna hang in around this for a moment. Oh, somebody, the Botox question. I discovered Botox for the first time this last year. This girl I'm dating told me about it, and I went and got for the first time to preserve my handsome looks. And I was like, what? There's nothing to preserve. I'm not that handsome. I'm not handsome at all. Yep, I'm looking for the resistances here. That's it. That's all I want to see. This again, this is betting on an irrational market. And again, I'm not using resilience anymore. I'm not using DD anymore. Essentially, this particular setup. See, I heard that you have to get Botox every 3 months or 6 months, right? Okay, so I got Botox and I looked pretty handsome for a while. And you have to get it upkept. I was like, you know, I work out like almost every day, or I did. I looked super sexy. I mean, like really sexy. My skin looked good, my face looked good. And I didn't even have any wrinkles before, but I just looked brighter. And I guess it's been like 6 months maybe, and that no wonder, because if you don't get it upkept, then you kind of lose what you gain. No wonder I got fat over the last 3 months. I got to get Botox again. That's why I started slouching. That makes a whole lot of sense. I would have known. It's nothing to do with these Jimmy Dean sandwiches. I get Botox, it perked me right back up. All right, we're trying to get everybody from the merger going one at a time. So if you guys haven't been able to get in, we apologize. We're going through one at a time. There's so many people joining Rocket Scooter overnight. It's awesome. So the official merge is Monday. But people can start trickling in now to get ahead. So we're going through everybody one at a time. You need Rocket Scooter data access. Close to about, estimated 300 to 500 people became Rocket Scooter members over the course of this week. New ones. So welcome. So say no to Botox is for everything. I know, John, but not everybody's as naturally good looking as you, man. Wish I had the John Gauss genes. I could just look handsome my whole life. I gotta work it for the camera. This beautiful face is the moneymaker, which that'll turn on anymore because I've been so working 24/7. Look, I usually like work out, shower, eat. I have a normal schedule. This time, to see when the last time I showered, I had to get out a calendar. I pull out an abacus, start calculating how many weeks it's been. So I'm kind of a little sitting here in my PJs mode for the last couple weeks. Let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. All right, let's see. Eric, no, I'm never gonna lay off till the end. But you know what I'm saying, Eric? Buy the fucking dip. You know what I'm saying. My BTFD brother. Sorry for the snipples. 6-4 is gonna kill me. Should we have a buy the fucking dip viewing party? Eric, it's good. How have you been, man? It's been a while. Well, remember, Uncle Eric Beaumont and I were... oh, can I have a coffee? Okay, thank you. We're kind of like, we're kind of like movie stars, Eric and I. We were in a music video once, myself and Uncle Eric Beaumont, and a couple other folks. Matt was in it. A couple of Rocket Scooter people are also in it. Who are all the peeps that were in there? Gotta remember. Oh, the old. Ooh, is this like orange creamsicle or something? Sparkling Mandarin Marshmallow Edition. This Celsius Fantasy Vibe tastes like a dreamsicle. How's my trade doing? Am I winning? Oh, God. Looks like we're going to collapse today. The red line, I'm good. So I like the trade I'm going to get right down here. There's a great Cardinal Cash in music. You remember him? Those are the good old days of YouTube and FinTwit. We had all kind of cool stuff going on. It was kind of like right at the onset of COVID during that time. Oh, there goes my trade. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. There's red line. Let's go. Hedge pressure break. Let's watch. Get resilience go less than 0. That one would be happy on this one too. Yeah, boy. All right. I am kind of levered a little bit. Let's see my last 50s and 50s. So I'm almost breaking even on some of those. Let's make those W's. I'm going to start closing maybe 2 of them for profit. Give me lower lows. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Apple and hedge pressure. Let's monitor. I'm watching monthly hedge breaks right now. TLT on hedge break. Pinterest, Uber, Coin, BBY. QQQ is at lower DD bands, by the way. Lower DD bands on Qs. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We are breaking through there. And also in an illiquidity pocket. Let's go. We're falling again. We're falling again. 306. It's happening. Illiquidity pocket on Qs. I'm going to get a second nosedive, another 5 points in the S&P. Watch this. Watch it drop. Watch it drop 5 points. I'm going to close half and just ride the rest down. Right here. We're going straight to there. Illiquidity pocket. Illiquidity pocket. We're falling straight to 306 on Qs. We're going to drop one more level. Let's watch it drop. Let's go. Let's go. Watch it just tank. Oh, this is illiquidity pocket. This is Rocket Scooter. Classic training. It's going to keep going. It's going to go straight there with high volume. And there's the resilience drop. And Daddy is on a 10-day streak. And there's almost $1,000 gain today. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Maybe I'll hold on for the rest. I don't know. There's the red line. That is my profit target. There's the illiquidity pocket. Let's start trimming on these red candles as the chaos starts to come in. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every red I'm going to drop. Ready? Every red I'm going to drop. Let's go. Let's go. One more overshoot. Let's go. Liquidity pocket here. Let's go. There's the lower DD band. We are irrational on top of irrational. Close it out. $900. Let's fucking go. 10-day streak. Let's get out of here. That is another 10% in the account. Let's go. Love you guys. $900. Not bad. All right, there we go. Broker sale will be posted pretty soon live in chat. Let's get out of here. I'm going to call it a day. We're going to go to a nice little training session. I need to go do my sniffles and blow my nose because I'm still kind of sick. I want to invite every guy and girl here to the Rocket Scooter Discord. We're going to have a training session, about 30 minutes to go over some other things. I made a mistake. I played into it. I held the cool. Again, I got lucky. I bet on irrational market because we were tapping through hedge pressure right out the door. I got the irrational market. I closed at the red line that I pre-prepped pre-market. We'll teach you how to do that. Illiquidity pocket carried my confidence to the bull zone as I closed out. Who cares what it's going to do from here? I made 10% a day. I'm pretty happy with that. So let's go ahead and get out of here. Come on over to the Rocket Scooter Discord. And again, if you want to try our software out, we have a 3-month extended trial. It turns our $199 package into $35 a month for all your data feeds, everything. And you'll be in that program at the time we'll allow futures trading in our platform, which is coming out in 1 month. Futures trading. Over 100 futures brokers you can choose from. You want to start trading in Rocket Scooter? That's coming very soon. Get in that extended trial. I want you guys to go here and check it out. Just check it out. You go through our full training course, which is actually starting on Monday after Ashton and I merged our teams together. We are going to have brand new 6-week training course starts on Monday. We're going to start from square one. Everyone's going to learn everything from the start like it's the first time you ever got here. We invite all of you to come to check this out, and it's going to be great. We've redesigned the entire educational program to make it so easy to learn this stuff. And we're going to make it very simple, take you step by step. We don't want a single person to miss out on that. And I'm really excited for y'all to share this with me. So come on over and check it out. And if you need a link to the Discord, come on over to the Rocket Scooter Discord. The link is down in the description. I'll type it up here below. Yo, what's up, Sean? By the way, my buddy Sean here, I retweeted a poster when he's hosting a seminar. You want to up your mental game as a trader. How'd you ever thought there'd be a trader psychologist out there doing psychology courses to help you get your mental shit together in trading? Because that's the thing we all mess up on, right? We all need a little coaching, learning how to control our emotions. That is the part you learn. Sean's a buddy of mine, known him for over a year, and he has a seminar. So I retweeted him, so go check it out. Yeah, so it's Sound Trading Psychology here as well. Everybody here, come on over to the Discord now. The next step today is Discord. Go to our Discord, and we'll carry the rest of the day together. And I'll go into a Zoom call in about 30 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love y'all. Click that link. Go there. Zoom link will be posted in about 30 minutes. So go there and get situated. We'll get you all together. Okay. Thanks for tuning in.